I want to tell you the reason why you can't seem to succeed the way you want. The reason why you may start something and then you realize that before you go far with it, you lose motivation. Suddenly you just begin to feel like, can I be able to do this? You begin to, get discouraged and you lose steam. Sometimes, you will say that it's a habit you are trying to overcome, and you say that I don't want to, be procrastinating again. Then you start very well. You say that yes, anything I want to do, I must make sure I do. Sometimes you may even plan a timetable. That kind of stuff. You plan a timetable and you tell yourself that yes, I'm going to stick to this timetable. Maybe I wake up in the morning, I will pray, I will, meditate, I will read a little before I go out, and then if you're a student, you make a timetable for your studies, how you're going to read, and you realize that just after some time, you lose steam. You realize that you cannot be able to keep up with those routines anymore. So you just get discouraged and you give up. And also, sometimes maybe it is not even that. It could even be that you want to overcome a certain habit, maybe an addiction or something, and you set out, with all the motivation, and you say that yes, I don't want to do this again. I want, to be free. And you start out quite alright, but you realize that it's just within maybe few days or few weeks, you have lost that motivation. And I want to tell you the reason why this keeps happening to you. If this is you, I want to tell you that you are having the wrong motivation. That is why you can't make it. The reason why you make a decision and not be able to stick to it and not be able to follow it through is because what is motivating you is wrong. Now, you may say life is hard. Scaling from the ground up is harder. Sometimes you wonder whether you are cursed or an evil spirit from the village is after you. You realize that you are struggling with certain things and you are trying very hard, to see that you succeed in certain areas of your life. But the thing is not just working. You will understand if you've ever put in your best effort into something and nothing came out of it. Yes, everything is hard. Life is hard. Working to achieve excellence is hard. Getting a first class degree is hard. Going back to school while working is hard. Earning a 6 figures a month is hard. Achieving your dream success is hard. I know that you may have some such dreams as this. Maybe what you want is you're thinking, I want to have my master's. Or maybe you're thinking that you want a better job. But the key to that better job is maybe a professional course or something that you need to do for you to get that better job that you need, or you want a better income, but you realize that you cannot just get that better income just like that. There's something that you need to do for you to get that. So actually working towards success is very, very hard, but enjoying success is easy and sweet. And when you see those who have already made it enjoying their success, you will wish it was you, and that motivates you to work harder to become like them. Sometimes you even take interest in their success stories and want to learn from them. That's why biographies sell very well. Why? Because people want to learn the secret of these people's success so that they can also become successful like them. But you will agree with me that no matter how many biographies you read, it will not guarantee your success. You may not be able to do what those people are doing, and the reason is because what motivated them to achieve their success is not what is motivating you. That is the wrong motivation. What should be motivating you is not other people's success. That is the same emotion that fuels envy, and when that emotion fades away, you will find yourself completely deflated and unwilling to push forward even if you want to. Yes, when you base your motivation on emotions, that is what happens. Emotions are not stable, they fade away with time. And once that emotion is gone, maybe it is anger. Out of anger, you got angry and say that out of this anger, I am going to change. I'm going to start doing something different with my life. Once the anger fades away, it's gone. It's gone. And you will lose motivation. Or maybe, you heard a news about somebody that succeeded, or maybe even your colleague, maybe someone that you were in school together, and it challenged you. And all of a sudden, you just realize that that is not enough to keep you going. That's not enough to keep you going. So, the first thing to do to deal with this kind of motivation is to stop depending on your emotional feelings to motivate you. Yes, as good as emotions are, they are not stable. They are not strong enough reason for you to achieve something, for you to be able to pursue something and achieve it. Stop acting based on how you feel, but what is right. Think about what is right. What is it that is right, that this thing is the right thing for me? If you are thinking about what is right and not how you are feeling, then you have already started on the right path to excellence. So I want to tell you, depart from depending on your emotions to motivate you, because even on the day that you don't feel like doing anything at all, you will still know the right thing to do. And if that is your reason for action, then you will still do what's right, regardless of how you feel. And you can agree with me. Do you agree that um, knowing the right thing to do is what makes you to go to school every day when you are in school? As a student, you wake up every day, you go to school. Why do you go to school? Sometimes you don't even feel like going to school. Sometimes you feel so tired and weak, but yet you still go. Why? Because you know it is the right thing to do. You know that it is a responsibility that you need to carry out for your success in education. So what do? You carry yourself and you go to school. If you are working, it is the same reason that makes you to go to work on Monday. It is the same reason that makes you to go to work in the rain. Even when it is raining, you will leave your house and still go to work. Why? Because you know that it is the right thing to do, and if you don't do it, there are consequences. So if you base your choices on what you know is right. For example, now if you decide and tell yourself and say that I want to succeed, I don't like the kind of life I'm living right now, I want a better life for myself, I will get training, or maybe I will go back to school, or maybe I will take a new course, or maybe I will apply for a new job. Whatever it is, if you have made up your mind that this is the right thing to do, and you decide to arise based on that fact, you are more likely to succeed than somebody that just got motivated by emotions. So I am telling you that reason, when you think about the right thing to do and act based on that, is a stronger motivation than just feelings and emotions. So from today, if you set out to achieve a goal, I want you to forget about how you feel. I don't want you to focus on the circumstances around you and how you are feeling at that particular time. No, think about the reason why you want to achieve this thing. I know that there are many people that they will wish for a better job. They will wish to maybe start a business, start a career, or start a YouTube channel, or start something, but they are not able to start. Why? Because they have not gotten enough motivation to start. Sometimes you can agree with me that you have even tried at a point, you got motivated, your emotions are high, and you decide to act based on that, but along the way you just lose steam and suddenly you cannot continue anymore. So what I am telling you today is that know what is right and act based on that. That is a stronger motivation. Tell me what you think in the comment section about motivation, whether you've ever been motivated to do something, whether you've been challenged before and then you started and you couldn't continue. Tell me the challenges that you face so that we will talk more.